Okay. So, what I wanted to talk about was all the tips that I learned. I learned a lot of stuff. But the coolest thing that I learned was, I probably just technically wise, what I learned was about social media. So one of the things that Claire Flores, um, talked about was what she does, when she is traveling. And even you guys can do that when you're not traveling if you want to build a team locally. Okay. So one of the things that she says she does is that she like tries to like look for like hashtags. So for instance, like if you live in Indianapolis, like hashtag Indy, hashtag Indianapolis, and look for other people that have that hashtag and then go to their page and figure out, okay, like, are they from there? Are they just visiting, or why are they tagging it, and make sure they're actually from there. And then what she says that she does, is if anybody can, maybe Liz, are you on your computer? Okay. Can you type this, message as I say it, and I'll say it real slow. Okay, so first thing she says is just say like, hey beauty, do you live in Chicago? Okay, so let's say we're talking about Chicago. And then if they say, yeah, like blah, 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 they're going to click on your page. They're going to look at your stuff. And then she says, yay, okay, so here's the thing. I make a full-time income off social media. And I'm actually going to come to Chicago later this week to find my newest rock star in your area. I found your profile and I think you'd be a perfect fit. I'm hosting a free event on Saturday at 6 that I'd love you to join me for. Are you free?
I'm hosting what?
Oh, I'm hosting a free event on Saturday at 6 that I'd love for you to join me for.
Are you free?
Yep, are you free?
Might be some errors in there, but
okay, cool. So let's just type it in the chat for everybody. Thank you, girl. And I thought this was legit so genius. I was like, oh my God. And here's the thing, guys, even if you aren't traveling, even if you're just looking for a team locally, like right now, like be like, oh my gosh, well, that's so awesome because I'm actually looking to grow my team here, in Louisville, in Muncie, and wherever you are, and find my newest rock star here so that I can work closely with them. You know, change it up a little bit, edit it to fit like what you're looking for. And then be like, I'd love to meet up. Even if there's no one team, one mission or event, be like, I'd love to meet up for coffee. I'm going to be going to Starbucks at whatever time or wherever you want to go, and say, that I'd love for you to join me for, are you free? Okay. So that way they know like why you're messaging them. Okay. This for me was like literally genius. And I'm starting to use, okay, so here's the thing in all my messages because I think that that's so genius. Like if somebody sent me a message and was like, okay, here's the thing, I'd be like, what's the thing? I need to know. Like, and I need to respond to this girl because she's actually just talking to me like a really normal human being. And she's not like, you know, just saying generic things. Like to me, when somebody says, okay, so here's the thing, it means like they're serious. They know what they want. Like this is what here's the thing. And she says her response rate from this is so good. So if you are going on a vacation, message that person, message people, find those people in that area. Even if you're not traveling, but you know you'll be traveling maybe later, or it's drivable distance, or it's your hometown or something. Like for me, that was just genius. And then she said that when she meets them, you know, she goes the extra mile. So she might even like give them like a little goodie bag and stuff. And I thought that was like legit so genius. Like just maybe a greens on the go or something that she brings them just so they can try the products. But that was awesome. And then the next thing I'm going to talk to you about is some of the apps that they talked about. So Focus Keeper is an app. And I have this one. It's so awesome. It looks like a grapefruit. Okay. When you download it, and they basically did a study that like everybody works best in 25-minute increments. And so it looks like this, and it actually has like a ticker. So you'll listen to it. Okay, you guys, probably some of you might be like wanting to pull your hair out, and that's what I thought I would legit be doing too. But here's the thing: is like, have you ever been like, yep, I'm gonna go make a post, and then you open up Facebook, and then all your notifications pop up, and you're like, oh, but I gotta check this first, and then like 20 minutes later, you still haven't made a freaking post, okay? Because you just get so caught up in the notifications. You're not gonna get caught up in notifications when that thing is ticking at you, okay? I promise you. When that thing freaking ticks at you, you're like, oh crap, what am I doing? Oh, and then it ticks at you and you're like, oh my gosh, I need to stay on task. Now I view it's almost like a game to see like how many messages I can get out or how much stuff I can do. And I love the way that it keeps me focused. But if you want, you can turn the ticker off and just grow into it. It's fine too. You can legit turn the ticker off. It's no big deal. And they basically, what the app says is that like you should do like a round of 4. So it really turns out to being like a little bit less than an hour and a half. But you can split that up throughout your day. And I use this for everything like 25 minutes of laundry, 25 minutes of cleaning, 25 minutes of this. And then that way, like you take a 5-minute break in between it and then do another 25-minute increment. So if you do that, it's a little bit less than an hour and a half, and you can get a lot done. So that was one that she talked about. Pick Tap Go is what I use to edit my pictures. I think it's like more expensive now. When I bought it, it was like $2, but somebody the other day told me, I think Ashley told me it was like $6 or something. I was like, dang. But this is what it looks like. It's the yellow one. And the reason I love it is because you can put like a filter on a filter. Okay. So like, for instance, like this picture of Deuce. Okay. Let's say I took this picture and like the lighting's pretty good on it anyways, but I just wanted to make it like a little bit more crisp. Like, I'll click edit and then it gives me these options. Okay. And you can see on the filter, like what it would look like. Okay. And you can put like a filter. Oh, it's only $2.99. Oh, word swag is $5. That's the one. Word swag, I forgot. Okay. So like I always use depending on how bright the picture is. If it's not bright, I'll turn on like lights on and you can see like how much like lighter. But here's the cool thing is you can actually also drag this and it will like edit the amount of light that you want to put on. Okay, and then I can just scroll down and do more filter on a filter. And then that's the original and that's the edit. Can you guys see that? So it's just cool because it makes your pictures brighter. Like when I first started doing this, I didn't know anything about pictures. So like more filters the more filters I could put on it, the better, because then I could like make it look a little bit better. So that's another one that they talked about that's really good. Word swag is just when you can write on the picture. And like if you see like promotion pictures or anything like that, the word swag is really good for that. Like, and it comes with different fonts, but you can also just do it on a blank background. So a lot of times if you see me post like the picture of like a lion, so like I just search, I didn't know I could do this all recently, by the way. You can search this part of it. And if I typed in like lion and I searched, like all these pictures I could use of lions would pop up. How cool is that? So I could just pick one like that. But if you also wanted to do like working, like if you typed like working, like look at all these pictures pop up. That's all in word swag. How cool is that? I didn't even know that was the thing until recently. But anyways, that for me was really good just to know that, oh crap, I'm not going to have to use the same things that everybody else uses on Pinterest. And then, but this is so like, if I wanted to click this one, you can see like, this is just like a computer. And then I just press like, skip. And then you can like edit this. So, and then you can actually like change like what it looks like and the color and all that stuff. But there's different fonts. So that one's pretty cool. You can add to it too. Rona Collage is a cool one too. This one is just also for pictures. So let me see what my last project was. Okay. So this is where you can like pick different layouts. And then you can put like different things in the background, but just fill it with that and then like edit those things. That's Rona Collage. Rona Collage, Word Swag. And then Canva. I don't know how much Canva is, but this is kind of like
I think it's free because I have Canva.
Canva is free, but it's like a super creative one. Like sometimes I don't even know how to work it, but it's pretty cool. You can do a bunch of different things with it, and I'll show you it just a second. Hold on, it's logging me in. Okay, this is what it looks like. And like it'll show you these types of backgrounds that you can edit. And like if you just wanted to like click this goals one, you could just like edit the text. You just tap something to start editing. So like if I wanted to tap this, you could just like edit it. It's like almost just like Word when you get in there. So see how I'm just like, it's crazy. It's super simple. I'm trying to find the picture that Alyssa sent me that she does with it. And then you'll be like, oh my gosh, that's really cool. But if you like are creative and you want to play around with this, let me see. There was a really good one that she did. From there, like a hair, skin, and nails picture. Yep, here we go. Like she did this one on Canva. You see it says hair, skin, and nails. And she put that picture on it. So that's what she put like on her Instagram story. And on any of those, you can save them like as iPhone, like backgrounds. So that way they're the perfect size for the Instagram story, right? So that's what a lot of people have been doing and where they've been getting it. Hype Type is the app where you can actually like make the words appear. If you've ever followed like a blogger and you're like, how did their words appear? Like it's a PowerPoint show, like where it's like all like popping up very smoothly. And you're like, how the heck are they doing that and not just putting it on at once? That's from Hype Type. And it can come on like a PowerPoint slide where it's like the trickle-in effect. I don't know. I haven't used PowerPoint in a hot minute. So that's another one. When to post is a really good one. That just tells you when the best time to post is, and they link it to your Instagram. So it told me at 9:45 a.m., 12 p.m., and 11:15 p.m. tonight are going to be my best times to post. And the darker the green is, the more interaction your page is getting. And that one's free.
So can you show the Hype Type one? I have like multiple options. I don't know which logo.
Yeah, it's like this. It's purple with yellow.
Thank you.
Yeah. And then the other one. Unum is really good. Hype Type when to post. Okay, Unum. I think that's how you spell it. And Unum is almost like pre-planning your post, but they're pre-planning your pictures. So it just lays out your pictures and you can act like you're going to post one and you can see what they'll look like together. Because some people like you don't want to put like two quotes next to each other or two selfies next to each other or whatever. You can actually just post like a food picture in between the two and you'll see like it'll spread out your pictures more and make it a little bit more visually appealing. So Unum will help you kind of like pre-plan and like look at the layout of how your posts are going to look when you post them to Instagram. Moment will tell you how long you're on the phone. It's a kind of good thing, bad thing. But it gives you like updates, like your screen time is up an hour from yesterday, and it will send you updates like every single day of how long you've been on your phone. And then you'll realize, like, I think if you get the upgraded version, you can see like how long you were in each app. And a lot of times it'll show you like you weren't really working. Like you were actually just scrolling on Facebook There was no, your messenger wasn't open that long. It was actually just your Facebook, you know? And so it can kind of be a reality check from that one. And that one's called Moment. How long you work. And then obviously the Works Office app. And then Pinterest is where a lot of people get their pictures. So that was like so amazing for me to learn. I had a lot of those apps, but she just went into a little bit more detail with it. But utilizing your 6 list is what they also talked about that I loved. And these are the things that they gave for utilizing your 6 list. 1, self-development. Duh, I always tell you guys that. 2, messaging. 3, adding to network. 4, interacting. 5, I'm checking in with team. And 6, following up.
Can I just interject real quick?
Mm-hmm.
So if you don't know what a 6 list is, I remember when I first got started, Kelsey kept saying 6 list, and I really didn't know what it was. I mean, I heard her, but sometimes we hear things and we still don't know what it is. It's like I still don't understand why I need it or what the purpose is or what that's going to do for me. And so your 6 list, guys, is a lot of times we get so busy and we're just getting busy trying to get through life. I don't know about you, but it's just like, I got to get up. I got to go to work. I got to go to the grocery store. I need to use the bathroom. I need to make my dinner. I need to make my lunch. I need, and those are all things that have to happen during your day.
I need to use the bathroom.
We get so caught up with getting just through our day that we forget to really fight for our dreams. And so your 6 list is just like what you write down. I write it down every day in this little notebook of the things that you're doing to just grow your business, because it really is just consistency, guys. Like turns into a crazy paycheck for you, but you've got to be consistent. And then you have to do things that make sense. Like you don't want to spend, all day doing one thing. You want to do a little bit of everything, because it's the little bit of everything that's going to actually grow your business. So your 6 list is that kind of like, this is what I'm going to get done today. And, it will adjust. There'll be things that change about it. I know that sometimes, one day I have more of something than another on my 6 list, but you want that 6 list because it's going to help you stay focused. Because if you're anything like me, you're super like schizophrenic when it comes to like, I'm over here and then I'm over there and then I got a phone call and I get like crazy. But your 6 list kind of keeps you accountable. Okay. Keeps you accountable for working your business. So that's what a 6 list is for. And yes, writing it down is so important. Write the vision, make it plain. You've got to know where you're going. And sometimes you just need to put it on paper. Like put it on paper somewhere, put it in your notes. I mean, if you're a techno person, put it in some kind of, note section of your phone. And I promise you, it will make a huge difference. When I'm not doing my 6 list, I feel like I've gotten nothing accomplished, and so definitely make a 6 list. And if you need help, reach out to your upline, your enroller, whoever it was, and they can definitely help you with that. Okay.
Yeah. And I love that. And one of the things too, that why having a 6 list is so important is because we can get so caught up in enrollments and not really realize that like we're actually doing a lot to grow our business, even if it's not showing up in our e-suite right now. And a 6 list and knowing that you can check those things off will make you feel just as accomplished as enrolling somebody. I promise you. If you're like, oh, I didn't sign somebody, but I actually followed up with 25 people and I messaged 25 new people and I made sure that I added 100 people to my network, like you'll feel so much better about your life. And I promise those 6 lists will save your life. Like, because, Aaron like quoted somebody else that I quoted, and it was just funny, but it's really about blending this into your life. It's not about balancing. So many people are like, well, I don't know how I'm going to balance and do this and do that and do this and do that. And it's like, you're supposed to be doing this business while you're doing life. You're not supposed to stop life to do this business. Okay. You're supposed to do this business while you're doing life. And that's what people want to see, is what you're doing with your life. Right. So, give the people what they want and show them that, but embrace the chaos. Let that be you. And one of the other things that I loved what Sarah talked about is really writing down 4 things that you want people to see on your page. And what I mean by that is like, it has to be something that you're consistently showing people. It can't be like, yeah, I love monograms, but I've only posted about it once ever. Okay, well, all the hundreds of people you're adding aren't going to even know that you love monograms because you posted about that 2 years ago and they weren't following you 2 years ago. So learning how to show people who you are within your posting is going to make your life so much more fun in this business, because it's going to be so much more authentic and genuine to you. Because we have, you know, if you spend so much time trying to be somebody else, and I did that for a while, you know, I was trying to figure out like, oh my God, I don't have this awesome food stamps to, you know, millionaire story like so-and-so has, or I don't have this awesome story about IVF, or I don't have this awesome story about this, or I don't have this awesome, you know, and I was so caught up in like, wow, how I didn't relate to anybody, that I wasn't looking for who I really was. And because I was so concerned about comparing myself to everybody else. And so what I want you guys to do is write down 4 things that you want people to know about you when they come to your page. And that can be, you know, for me, people know that I have cute little mixed kids. People know that I have a husband who coaches basketball. People know that I run this health and wellness company. People know, you know, there's so many different things that I could come up with, but they know that because I tell them that through my post, through my pictures, through my social media. And so it's so important that you guys are being intentional about that and not just posting, okay, to post. Sometimes I do that too, just because you got to get some filler in and you just got to figure out, you know, what's life. But just try to be as consistent as you can with this. You know, if anybody knows who Ashley Sinclair is, she's an ambassador diamond. And like one of her things is she just freaking loves guacamole. And she talks about it all the time. Like literally they'll have a post with nothing to do with guacamole, and she'll put a hashtag and she'll be like, I love my kids as much as guacamole. And like literally, but it's hilarious. Like it just like, you're like, literally every time I eat guacamole, I think about her. Like, because she's like just told me about it so much. And so I think that if you can just figure out those things and find fun ways to incorporate it, you're going to have so much more fun with this business, instead of feeling like, oh, I have to do this because this other person was doing this, or, oh, I need to do this because this other person was doing it. And figure out what this business does for you, and what you want people to know about you. And it's going to build you not just in this business, but in life, because you're going to be so much more confident just in who you are. So that was the cool thing. But I want to end with this, is that it was so amazing. So we did the event. The event was awesome. And on the last panel, there was a Ruby on stage, and he was on the mindset panel. And it was a guy. And so he's a guy, he's a Ruby, and English is not his first language. And it was so amazing. Like we were at this event, we're at the event, but then afterwards, like Cammie came and it was like an Emerald and Above event. And it was so cool to see how many people were impacted by what this Ruby said on stage. And it goes to show you guys that leadership is not defined by what rank you are. Leadership is defined by your actions and what you exude and what energy you give off. And if that makes people want to follow you. Okay. Cammie was talking, she mentioned a little bit about it, but there's positional leadership, like where you have leadership just because of a title. Like, okay, I'm triple diamond, so some people just view me as a leader because I'm a triple diamond, right? But you also have the people, like given leadership aspect of it, is people, you have influence because people want to follow you. Okay. And you have leadership because people want to follow you because of who you are. And that's how Andre is, the guy that was on stage. And I think it's so cool, and it should be inspiring to all you guys that think that you have to be a diamond to be at a leadership level in this business, because you don't. You don't have to be a diamond to be at a leadership level in this business. In fact, there are a lot of rubies that I know that are better leaders than diamonds that I know. And I say that because I want you guys all to know that your leadership should start right now. Don't wait until a rank hits to start being a leader. Start being a leader right now, because that is going to affect the whole way your team is going to lead, right? You're going to have, if you're stepping up right now as a Ruby, you're going to have your team step up when they're Rubies, because they don't know any different. And that's just what you've told them to do. I was telling somebody today, I was like, when I went when I went diamond in 4 months, like there was a lot of people who went diamond in 4 months. And so I was just like, oh, that's just what I'm supposed to do. You know, I didn't really know like it was that cool or anything. And so I think that we have to realize like how much you impact your guys' team. And like, it's so important that you realize that you are a leader, no matter what rank you are, no matter what level you are, and start working on your leadership now and owning that leadership. and be excited about that leadership. Because if you grow right now, think about when you are a diamond, how much more amazing your leadership is going to be, because that's the ultimate goal. And so know that no matter what rank you are, you're still such a huge part of this team, but you can influence so many people that are ranks that are above you. Okay. Because rank doesn't really matter. It's just a title at the end of the day. I always say bank over rank. So if those averages that you see on the income charts are strictly averages. And there was triple diamonds that had made more in a whole year than ambassador diamonds. So do what is going to make you the most full. It's going to make you the most financially secure if that's what you're in this for. But also be the person that you want to have on your team. Be that leader that you would want to have on your team. Be that runner that you keep complaining that you don't have, and just be that person. Because this business can be so much more, and you have so much influence just when you invite somebody to join this business with you, and you can inspire and lead so many people. And so I want you guys to know that leadership is not defined by your rank. Like, you can start that now. It's freaking amazing. Andre was amazing. Does somebody have it on live video? Because everybody should watch what he was saying, because it was so good. But I hope that you guys know how much you're loved and appreciated. And I'm so pumped. Kimmy was talking about a lot of fun stuff that's going to get announced at Green Carpet in May. And so I can't wait. I don't know the details. If I did, I would probably tell you, but that's why they don't tell me. And but I'm so excited for everything that's to come, and the company is so amazing. I'm so proud of you guys that did make it to the event, and I hope it, was impactful for you. So I love you guys. See you soon.